Well, we had a great session, and we had Dr. Sunita in our group, Peter, Liz, and Kate. And each individual brought their unique flavor to the conversation. So, but we had a real, I guess, overarching theme around myth busting, and as well as the solidarity that's needed, particularly in sport, for instance. So Dr. Sunita, because of the research that she's done, and also first-hand experience living around communities where the transgender communities exist, has seen how not only laws have changed and therefore supported individuals and how they fit into society, and therefore how they are perhaps less vulnerable, but also that myth busting is key, particularly when you're dealing with very strong beliefs that might be associated with curses, etc. So real stories, real people was the theme from Dr. Sunita. And then Peter also had lots of experience in northern India and Pakistan, and you know, was lauding the fact that there's visible politicians and newsreaders that come from the transgender community, and yet we don't see those role models in a more perhaps inclusive society like Australia. And so the role model thing was a really strong theme through our conversations. And then Liz and Kate picked pretty much the same kind of theme and talked about, as parents, looking at their kids being invited to play. And that's that act, isn't it? That inclusion is the act, as opposed to just the diversity and the fact. And that invitation to come and play sport with me has transformed their children's lives in belonging in that group and feeling like they are part of something that's common. So that solidarity and the myth busting, I think, was probably the two strongest things that came out of our discussion. It was great.